Hey, it is 12 noon on Friday, which means it's time for this week's episode of State of Real Estate, where this week we're talking about starting a real estate career. You know, on Wednesday we talked about how you get paid in real estate. Today we're talking about what are those steps you need to take to get started in real estate. To start, really make sure, number one, you're qualified, and then what this process is ultimately going to look like to get you paid in real estate. So that's our topic today. It's brought to you by the Tampa School of Real Estate, and I'm John Carissimo. State of Real Estate. Every Friday at 12 noon Eastern Time. Grow your real estate business. Or you're watching State of Real Estate. Hey, welcome back to this week's episode of State of Real Estate. My name is John Carissimo. The show is brought to you by the Tampa School of Real Estate. We're here real estate business started. And what ultimately is it going to take to get started in real estate? So first things first, you need to get licensed. And we've got a whole breakdown of this licensing process at licensefl.com. So you go to licensefl.com. Don't skip out now on the show, right? License unless you have passed this course. Now, there are a couple exceptions. That's why I'm hesitating there. Because if you're an attorney, there's ways you can maybe bypass this course. And also, if you have a degree in real estate, specifically a real estate degree, then you might be able to bypass this course. But for the rest of us, we're taking this course to get your real estate license. So, number one, enrolling in the course. And this could either be done in the classroom or online. But that's not the end of the process. So number two, you've got to get fingerprinted. So you've got to get fingerprinted because they will run a criminal background check against you. Now, when they do this background check, they're not necessarily checking your credit or anything like that. So that's not what they're concerned with. They're concerned if you have any, what they call moral turpitude crimes. And a moral turpitude crime means it's a crime of bad morals. That's the definition of it. And a crime of bad morals, this could be, theft, larceny. Those things might make it more difficult to get your real estate license. But if you've got any sort of criminal background, at licensefl.com, we've got a link to an article with a video with a contact for an attorney that helps people get their real estate license. So if you do have a criminal background and if it is something maybe related to the moral turpitude types of crimes, that's where you might want to contact the attorney we've got listed on there to help you through this process. But you've got to get fingerprinted because, again, they'll run a criminal background check on you. Number three is you file an application with the state of Florida. And this is literally your application for your real estate license. You'd get this application prior to step number 4 of taking your exam. So number 1, you enroll in the pre-licensing course. Number 2, you get fingerprinted. Number 3, you complete your application with the state of Florida. And then number 4, you go take your exam, you go pass your exam. And at this point, you'll be licensed. Once you pass the exam, this is where you become licensed. And really, this is where the real fun begins. Now that you have a license, yes, technically you could actually earn compensation. Actually, one thing you've got to do in the meantime is join a broker, but we're going to talk about that in a second. But you'll be licensed. You'll be licensed to sell. Now, before you do anything else, your next step, step number 5 in this process, is what's known as post-licensing. Now, post-licensing, this is our pre-course, pre-licensing. You take it before you get your license, and post-licensing you take after you have your real estate license. You can't get credit for it if you take it before. It has to be taken after you have your real estate license. And licensing course, as soon as you've got your real estate licenses, this course here for pre-licensing, this is laws and rules. The laws and rules that you need to know to legally practice real estate in Florida. So if you're looking to just learn about real estate, this is a good place to start because it's not the most exciting, but it is pretty important that you practice real estate legally. And for your exam, that's what they're going to be testing you on, not how to sell something, but how to legally sell something. And then once you get licensed, that's where you're eligible now to take the post-licensing course to get enrolled in that. And this is all about your business. about building out your business. about how to sell to a certain extent. So one of the big comparisons I like to make is in pre-licensing, you're learning the laws and rules to practice real estate. And for example, contracts. Contracts are a big portion of the pre-licensing course. And contracts are something we deal a lot with in real estate. But here you learn the basic fundamentals of a legal real estate contract. Whereas down here in post-licensing, you're learning now, how do I present this contract? How do I present this in the best sense? How do I build my business? How do I plan for my success in the real estate industry? And so that's the post-licensing course. And again, you're eligible to enroll in that as soon as you've got your real estate license, and you don't want to wait, because every day that goes by is more and more opportunity for you to miss out on all this information you're learning in here and not be able to apply it and start making money with that. So that's the post-licensing course. Now, once you've taken post-licensing, this is where you'll want to go find a broker to register your real estate license with. And yes, I said after you do your post-licensing, because you're going to be contacted by all kinds of brokers out there who are going to be doing everything they can to tell you why they're the greatest broker in the world, why they're the best fit for you, and blah, 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 blah. But until you really understand what it is that you want to do with your real estate license and how you plan on making money with your real estate license, you don't know who's going to be the right broker for you, because you're not in touch with yourself. It's like you're trying to find some sort of mate. You're trying to find a lover. You're trying to find a life companion. If you don't know yourself, you don't know what you're looking for. And that's the case here when you're finding a broker. And that post-licensing is really starting to help you get to know your real estate business. So now when you interview brokers, because this is a reverse process, it's not so much that the brokers are interviewing you, it's that you're interviewing the brokers. And when you go to interview the brokers, you know the questions to ask. You know what's important to you because you went and built out your business plan. So don't jump the gun on joining a broker. Take the post-licensing so you understand what to expect, what it is that you're going to be doing, and then go register your license with a broker. Look, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but stick with us. I'm John Chrismo. You're watching State of Real Estate. What's required to become a Florida real estate broker? Well, a few things. Number one, you have to have at least 2 years experience as a sales associate or a broker. Now, this experience could actually even be earned outside of Florida. It just has to be 2 years within the last 5 years. So 2 years of experience to become a broker. You also need to take a pre-licensing course. The broker pre-licensing course, 72 hours. It's got a 100 question and of course exam. Once you pass that and file all your paperwork with the state to upgrade to a broker license, then you just need to pass your state exam. That's another 100 question exam. You need to get a 75% on that. You complete those items and you'll have a Florida real estate broker license where you can open your own office or just remain with your current broker as a broker associate. To find out more about upgrading your real estate license to broker, check out upgradetobroker.com. That's upgradetobroker.com. You're watching State of Real Estate. And welcome back to this week's episode of State of Real Estate. My name is John Chrismo, and the show is brought to you by the Tampa School of Real Estate. We're here every Friday, 12 noon Eastern Time, helping you understand how to grow your real estate business, how to really get some money coming in and really growing that amount of revenue. And today we're really focused on if you're brand new to real estate or you're really like brand new, that you don't have a real estate license yet, but maybe it's something you've been thinking about, that you've been thinking about getting your real estate license. So where you want to go after the stream today is licensefl.com. Licensefl.com, that's our step-by-step guide to get you started. It tells you about the course you need to take, getting the fingerprints, the application, the exam, and so on and so forth done. And then we talked about once you're licensed, how before you go join a broker, even though you're eligible to join a broker once you've got a license, you want to take that post-licensing course so you really understand, again, how it is that you're planning to make money in real estate. But on top of that, you're going to learn a lot of things in post-licensing that you don't know. It's to know. It's the whole kind of expression, the saying that, oh, you don't know what you don't know until you know. And it sounds crazy, but you don't realize how little you know until you start to learn these other things. I realized that there's still so much I don't know about real estate, and I've been studying this for years. So let's talk a little bit now about once you've joined a broker. So this licensing process, this gets you started in real estate. This will get you licensed. That post-licensing course is a great little jump start. We like to call it a jump start to your real estate career, because now you're all psyched up. You got your real estate license, but now what? What is it that you do with this real estate license? And again, that's where post-licensing is going to start getting you down that road. But now the other question is what am I doing to make sure that I am living the real estate career that I desire, that I have achieved my dream real estate career? Because it's not just something that happens. I'm not here to tell you that real estate, you just get licensed and all of a sudden all your dreams come true. Now, this is a great vehicle, this is a great path, this is a great road to those dreams, and this is a road that might actually get you to those dreams as opposed to other roads and vehicles that are out there to maybe help you achieve your goals. But it's going to take work on your part, and not just working harder. It's going to take working harder, but also working smarter. And this is the reason why we tell you to take that post-licensing course as soon as possible, because there's so much that you learn in there that it's going to help you really understand how money is made in real estate and how to make that money yourself. But this is just the start. This is just the tip of the iceberg. That post-licensing course, if you're doing that in person, that's like a week-long course. So it's like a week-long Monday through Friday course to get through that, which is great, but I always like to equate learning and educating yourself like going to the gym. Now, you might have went to the gym 5 years ago, but are you going to look like you went to the gym yesterday? No, not because of the work that you did 5 years ago, especially if 5 years ago you only went for a week. Now, let's say a month later, you go to the gym every single day for a week, you might notice some difference within that week. But then you just stop going to the gym, you just stop working out, you're going to revert to that natural stasis, that natural place of stability, of comfort. And you know how you're going to look if that's the case. So just like going to the gym, just like training your body, you've got to train your mind the same exact way. And I'm talking about, reading books, watching videos, tuning in every Friday for State of Real Estate to learn how to grow your real estate business even more. And we put out videos every single day that give you all kinds of great content to help grow your real estate business. But we recently developed something that is something that we always would recommend that you go find a broker that provides. And this is training. When you're choosing a broker, training is one of the most essential, most important topics. Number one, because no matter how long you've been doing real estate for, the real estate business is changing every day. And if you don't adapt, you get behind. If you're able to adapt, you stay ahead of all the people that are being left behind. But how you do that is through training. And especially when you're first starting out, that training is going to be really essential. Like I said, pre-licensing, this focuses on laws and rules. So that pre-licensing course is not going to teach you how to make money in real estate. Post-licensing, it starts to teach you about making money, about how to make money in real estate, but again, it's a one-time thing. A lot of agents will do the post-licensing, a lot of times right broke